Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Hartford Whalers expansion franchise here on NHL 24. The last episode, we simmed ahead about a dozen games, maybe a little bit more, and it wasn't too good. We lost a lot, although we did end on a high note, winning 3 of our last 4. But we had a 6-game losing streak in here at one point, and I think at one point we also lost 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 11. So our Hartford Whalers not playing good hockey in the month of November. We'll try to turn around here in December leading up to the new year. And we'll start this episode by simulating 5 games. We have a road game against Carolina, a road game against Colorado, and then back-to-back home games here against San Jose, who have come out really hot to start this season. They're currently second in the West behind Anaheim, and Anaheim 25-4-2. They're absolutely tearing it up. The Devils, and then we have another home game here against the Devils after the Sharks. Then Christmas Eve at Chicago. They're having a very good year. They're leading the Central Division. And then we'll start here with a a full game here against the Detroit Red Wings on Christmas Day. So we'll get the simming started. And as I said last episode, this very well could just be a bridge year for our Hartford Whalers. This episode is going to determine a lot on strategy moving forward. I do have a lot of trades in mind if we don't pick up our play. We do start well here. Mangiapane and Tom Wilson, they each get a goal against Kochetkov. And then we get 2 more, Walker, and then Mangiapane another one. We're up 4-1. Toffoli gets 1 for the Hurricanes. And we barely hang on here, win 5-3, gave up a couple late ones. Zadina scores as well. So a good start to the episode. We win 5-3, Mangiapane 2 goals, Wilson a goal and assist, and 5 hits. And let's see if we can build on that. We've now won 4 of our last 5. And let's just make sure Mrazek's in this game against Colorado in a back-to-back. And just to look at our lines, if you didn't see it towards the end of last episode, Zadina, Scheifele, Wilson currently on the top line, and Besser, Carlson, Mangiapane on line number 2. And Arvidsson, his production has been abysmal, just 4 points in 31 games, minus 22. We're probably going to trade him this episode, and I do have a team in mind that I think would make some sense. Defense has been the same, although Samuel Bolduc is in for Dmitry Orlov, a +1 in 3 games. His first 3 games as a member of the Hartford Whalers. Peter Mrazek is already in, and Markstrom, his number's not good. .892 save percentage, .353 goals against. He's seeing a lot of regression here in his age 35 season. Colorado comes in at 18-9-2, one of the better teams so far in this NHL season. A road game here. We're down 3-1 after the first period. Nichushkin, Byram, Lehkonen with goals. Mangiapane gets a late one, his third in the last 2 games. No scoring in the second. And then we fall 5-2. Wilson gets one to make it 3-2. But then Rantanen made it 4-2. And then Byram a dagger on the empty net. So 1-1 to start the episode. And we just have a few more games here before we get into that full game against the Detroit Red Wings. Now a home game, we return to the XL Center here against San Jose. And like I said, 28-3, a very good season here for the young Sharks team. Their young core, especially forwards, coming together. No scoring after the first. And the Sharks take a 2-1 lead. 2 of their veterans here, Blake Coleman and Couture, make it 2-1. Mangiapane, though, the first goal of the game. And we'll just live sim this last period, see how we do. We don't score on a power play early on. And like I said, the Sharks, a very young core, although they do have a lot of veterans mixed in as well. A very young team, and they're certainly hitting their stride along with Anaheim here in the West. And there's one of the youngsters, Zach Benson, he scores, makes it 3-1. And again, the Whalers can't score on a power play. 40 shots on goal here for Hartford, and we only score 1. We fall 3-1 here against the Sharks for the second time this season. Eric Comrie stops 40 out of 41. What a tremendous performance from him. Now we have a game here against the Devils, and they're actually at the bottom of the Eastern Conference right now, so just one of the few teams who are worse than we are. Kind of surprised to see how bad they're doing right now. The Flyers, after having the first overall pick, they're doing very good right now. I think they're 3rd right now in the Metro. No scoring after the first, no scoring after the second, and we'll live sim each team with 22 shots to start the period. Now each of them at 23. Devils a couple more shots. Hartford evens it up, and Timo Meier, the first goal as he gets him on the board. Now less than 5 in the game. I don't think Hartford, last game we only got 1 goal on 40 shots. This game we get no goals on 29 shots. We're getting the shots on goals, but they're just not falling. A very good performance from Markstrom. Stops 34 out of 35. So it's that 1-3 now in the episode. And hopefully we can get some goals here against Chicago, although they're a very good team. Nolan Patrick now back, and Dmitry Orlov back as well, so we'll make some changes to the lineup. So we now do have Dmitry Orlov and Nolan Patrick reinserted into the lineup. We have scratched Graham Clark. He scored, I think, 3 points in 15 games, and Samuel Bolduc after 6 games. I don't think he registered any points. So now we're at Chicago here on Christmas Eve 2025. Let's see if we can end this 3-game losing streak to start this episode. And we get 4 goals in the first. We move Victor Arvidsson down to the 4th line, and he gets just his 2nd goal of the year. Scott Laughton on the power play. Tom Wilson about a minute later on the power play, and Esa Lindell gets one as well. Varlamov was pulled after not even 10 minutes. No scoring in the second. And we get 2 more, Sam Steele and Sammy Maki. I think that's his 5th goal of the year. And Markstrom almost had a shutout. He had about 55 minutes of shutout goaltending. A very good performance from him. He's been doing very well in this episode, 31 out of 32 on that. So now 2-3 in the episode, and we're going to jump into this game versus Detroit on Christmas Day. Merry Christmas here from the XL Center. It's Christmas Day 2025, and we're getting ready to play some hockey. Hartford coming off a nice win there on Christmas Eve against Chicago, and now we're looking to make it back-to-back. Mark Scheifele and Dylan Larkin on the draw, and the Detroit Red Wings playing very good hockey here to start this season. Mark Scheifele enters the zone off the opening faceoff. Gives to Tom Wilson. Now a feed for Scheifele. A nice shot there from the slot. A good lead pass from Wilson. Alex Nedeljkovic. I think I got that right. We're going to have some trouble with that pronunciation as this game goes on. He's been very good in goal for Detroit, splitting duties here with Frederik Andersen, now 36 years old. Sammy Maki from the point. He loses possession, although he does get it back from Lucas Raymond, and he enters the zone. Sammy Maki from the corner behind the net. He gives to Mark Scheifele. Scheifele to Zadina. Back to Scheifele now. Sammy Maki in front for Zadina. They got a shot. And Nedeljkovic, he corrals that one. Hartford comes in at 15-9-1. Not playing good hockey, although we have been a little bit better here in our last 10. I think splitting that, going 5-5 over that span. Previously, though, we were very bad. Detroit wins the faceoff, but Hartford gets it back again. Zadina, the former Red Wing. Here he recovers it in the corner, overtaken by Simone Edvinsson to Lucas Raymond. The Red Wings with a very young team, especially on the blue line. Sammy Maki throwing the body, and he takes possession. As I said in previous episodes, Maki has been super assertive on the defensive side, and that's kind of what we expect from him, last year's first overall pick. Lucas Raymond with it in the corner. Still with it after a Scheifele hit. A bounce pass off the wall. Dylan Larkin now back to Wallman. Larson, his pass intercepted by Tom Wilson, taking it the other way. Tom Wilson entering the game, leading the league in hits. And Scheifele a chance, although he loses possession. Not sure what he was doing on that one. And now Kopp will take it up for Detroit. A feed there for Velino. And I'm not sure what happened there. Mangiapane ends up with it now. Breakaway. Mangiapane a rip, and another save by Nedeljkovic. And a strong start from him. He's been very active so far. And now Leo Carlsson on the draw against Velino. Advantage Velino back to Adam Larson. Larson fighting for it. Held up against the boards by Carlsson now. Behind the net. Wallman with it. Gives to Velino. Velino gives over to Sundqvist. Nice poke there by Esa Lindell. Tyson Barrie now with it. To Lindell. Lindell enters for Hartford. And a good pickpocket there by Velino, taking it the other way now. Detroit on a rush. Velino works his way in front. And a pad save there by Markstrom, his first shot of the day. And he stops that one. And now we have our third line out there. Scott Laughton wins the faceoff over to Lindell. Nolan Patrick, his second game since returning from injury, missed about a month. Now Ben Sherratt with it, takes it over to the neutral zone. Has some space in front, although it's closed off at the last second by a team effort. Tyson Barrie now up the boards for Patrick. Laughton picks it up. He'll enter for the Whalers. Laughton a quick rip. Easy save. Now Reinbacher, the 2023 number 10 overall pick. One of these young defensive players that Detroit has. Casper. And he goes over to Reinbacher. Reinbacher rocking the cage on the helmet. You love to see that. And there's Tomernitz, and he gets laid out there in the neutral zone by Nolan Patrick. And that's the number 3 overall pick from this last draft. Welcome to the NHL. Max Domi gives back for Reinbacher over to Smith. He has a chance in front. Markstrom kept it in front of him and freezes the puck. 10:50 left in the first. Each fourth line out there. Victor Arvidsson now on the fourth line. Although he did score in his first game since being relegated down there. Foligno over for Arvidsson. He'll enter the zone for the Whalers. Arvidsson tries a cross crease. Although Dmitry Jokic cut that off and he'll freeze. Evans on the draw against Domi to the right of the Detroit goaltender. Walker, he can't get a shot off in the slot. Still with it. And then finally Edvinsson. Now Arvidsson picks it back up. Orlov for Foligno. He can't get a shot off. A loose puck picked up along the boards by Domi. He'll give to Moritz Seider, one of the best right-handed defensemen in the league. Klim Kostin now for Bergen. His shot wide. Picked up by Sean Walker. Turns up ice, now turns back. And it's picked up by Kostin, a shot and a glove save by Markstrom on a tight angle. Leo Carlsson now on the face-off circle against Foligno. 8:48 left in the first period. Detroit wins it, although Brock Besser heads up play to take it. Besser entering. Crosses the blue line. Still with it a shot. Closed off by Dmitry Jokic. Besser battling against Foligno. Foligno wins that one. Gives to Seider. Poked away, but regained by Edvinsson. Edvinsson feed up for Foligno. Good physical play there by Carlsson to take it. His pass intercepted by Edvinsson. Edvinsson's pass intercepted, now picked up by Besser, who gives to Leo Carlsson. Carlsson spins away from a man, gets it over for Mangiapane. And now a feed for Carlsson, who enters for Hartford. Carlsson hit off the puck. And now Edvinsson will take it up. A good hit there in the neutral zone by Besser, although Kopp ends up with it. He's hit off the puck. Good physical play here by Hartford on this shift. Now Carlsson gives to Provorov. Over for Mangiapane. A chance here for Hartford. Mangiapane in front for Provorov, a rip. And a blocker save there. Back for Provorov. He scores on the second shot. A good feed there from behind the net. Provorov finishes on the second effort. Hartford up 1-0 here on Christmas Day. And hopefully we can gift y'all with a victory. And Besser, he's been making some heads-up plays here on this shift as well. And look at that. Provorov on short side. I'm not sure how he got that through. Knocks the... I thought that was the water bottle. That was just a puck. And just gets it in there. Beats the blocker side of Dmitry Jokic. And Provorov his 16th point of the season. Mike Scheifele leading the way with 37 entering this game. Now Hartford strikes first. Assists to Besser and Mangiapane. And Zadina will take it off the draw. Now Provorov gives up to Tom Wilson. Wallman for Lucas Raymond. Lucas Raymond entering for Detroit. Get some space. Now for Larkin, a chance and a save by Markstrom. That was well done by Raymond and Larkin. Maki now with it behind the net. Loose puck picked up by Raymond. Now Larkin in front for Raymond. Still loose. Maki finally ends up with it. Simi Maki a pass there for Scheifele. Now Zadina. Loose puck along the boards. That's Tom Wilson now for Scheifele in the slot. His shot, a save by Dmitry Jokic. What a save. Zadina back for Scheifele. Now in the slot for Maki, in front for Wilson, a shot, and he scores! Tom Wilson buries it right in front. And a good feed there by Sami Maki. 2 goals in quick succession here for the Whalers. And they're just clicking on offense right now. The glove of Dmitry Jokic, not even close. And Wilson fires that home. He's been super productive for us now. I think just 1 point behind Scheifele for the team lead. Actually, Scheifele does get an assist on that one, so Scheifele still a 2-point lead over Tom Wilson as far as points go. Arvidsson now a chance, and a good feed there for Evans. I think that went just wide. Hartford, another strike there. Arvidsson throwing the body. Oh my gosh, 3 hits there from Arvidsson. Moving him down to the 4th line kind of re-energized him, it seems. Tyson Barrie steals that in the defensive zone. Now Lindell. Lindell loses possession. Now Bergen, a 2-on-1 here for Detroit. A shot. And that was blocked in front by Tyson Barrie. Clauston now back to the point for Reinbacher. Over for Sherratt. And that's blocked in traffic in front. Good play there by Domi. Although he loses the handle. Now just 1 minute remaining in the first. Foligno taking it up for Hartford. And he loses possession. Now Sherratt with it. Ben Sherratt finds some space. Gives over to Bergen. Now Smith. Good hit there by Lindell. He takes the puck. Time for one Hartford rush here to end the period. A good feed there for Arvidsson. Or for Steele, a rip, and that's blocked into the corner. Sherratt with it behind the net, and that's going to do it here in the first period. Tremendous play from our Hartford Whalers. Coming out strong here in front of the home fans on Christmas Day. And look at this Tom Wilson finish. 2-0 after 1. Now let's see if we can keep up the play and keep up the pace. That was a fun period to watch. Maybe the best period we've seen so far in a live look-in here in year 3. Scheifele wins the draw back to Maki to open the second. Maki has passed astray along the boards now into Detroit territory, and that goes for an icing. Scheifele on the draw here against Dylan Larkin. Advantage Larkin that time. Tom Wilson hit off the puck there along the boards. You don't see that very often. Still loose. Picked up now by Ivan Provorov. Gives in front for Wilson. Tom Wilson over for Sammy Maki. Now Maki to Provorov. Just get it out of the zone. Too many passes. Kubalik a shot blockered away by Markstrom. Raymond now back to the point. Loose puck picked up by Larkin. And Detroit's going to have to reset. Edvinsson now to Raymond. Good hit there by Wilson. Loose puck now. Larkin takes it in. And Scheifele overtakes. He'll take it the other way. Dumps it in for the Whalers. Gives chase. And Sider picks it up for the Red Wings. Along the boards, there's Dylan Larkin taking it up. Larkin getting some space. Working against Maki. And Sammy Maki, good defensive play. Very stout so far this game. He stole that one. Maki now up for Scheifele. Over for Wilson. Tom Wilson showing some patience, working in. Picked up by Scheifele in front. Back for Wilson, a shot. And a good development there for Hartford. Good save by Nedeljko Jokic. Foligno now with it for the Red Wings. Loses possession back to Sider. Now Sundqvist. Oscar Sundqvist back for Kopp. Sundqvist now with it behind the net. Back to the point for Jake Wallman. Adam Larsson now a shot, and that goes wide. Looked like he might have had Markstrom beat. Larsson back with now Sundqvist. A backhand rip. And that's blocked. Now Besser in the corner. Leo Carlson picks it up for Lindell. And this Captain Mangiapane now with it. Getting some room. Over to Besser now. Carlson. And why are we having so many passes in the defensive zone? I don't like that. Now Wallman overtakes it in the neutral zone. Kopp will enter for the Red Wings. Kopp turns back. Now Larsson from the point to Wallman. And they try to get Kopp in front. He retakes it. And a good pad save by Markstrom. Mangiapane gets the rebound up to Besser. Kind of stalls there in the neutral zone. Now Kopp back with it. Loose puck still. Now Lawton to Besser. And Besser has some space going ahead. Poked away by Wallman. Now Larsson. Good defensive play there by the Red Wings. Kasper over for Tomernis. The 3rd overall pick. A shot saved by Markstrom. And that's going to be an elbowing call. Scott Lawton heads to the box for the game's first penalty. A timely power play here for the Red Wings down 2. Although they have had some offensive drives here in this period. Edvinsson a chance off the face-off. Blocked by Patrick. And Patrick a good job forcing the puck out of the zone. Now Dylan Larkin with it. Gives over for Raymond. Back to Kubalik. Kubalik now for Larkin. Back to Raymond. A shot. Save Markstrom. Larkin back to the point for Sider. Sider hit off the puck by Patrick. They kept it in though. Kubalik a rip. And that's blocked by Sammy Maki. Giving up the body. Now Sider for Larkin in front. Another save by Markstrom. And that's a trip. And Detroit, Larkin commits the penalty. We're going to have a minute 6 of 4-on-4 and then a 54-second power play for Hartford. Now some 4-on-4 hockey for about a minute. Carlson on the draw against Foligno. Carlson wins that back to the point for Maki. A chance in front. His shot saved by Nedeljko Jokic. Merry Christmas. It's Mark Scheifele bobblehead night. Figured we'd give the fans a little present. But hopefully that's not the only thing they're getting as a gift. Hopefully we can hang on and get this victory. Provorov a rip off the face-off just wide. Going for his second. And that's another delayed penalty. And Lucas Raymond now, maybe a tripping call. And Hartford will have some 4-on-3 hockey. Now a minute 33 power play for Hartford. 4-on-3. Carlson and Wilson out there on the forwards. And there's Tyson Barrie. He'll feed up to Tom Wilson. Wilson loses possession, tries to split the defenders. Arvidsson gives back to Carlson. Nifty move there by the veteran. Tyson Barrie now. Carlson tries a rip, can't get the shot off. There's Bergen, poked away. Tyson Barrie, his pass goes astray. And now 5-on-3. We're going to have 5-on-3 for another 45 seconds here. Hartford keeps it in. Provorov over for Zadina. A chance in front. Carlson! And he scores! There is so much space. And the Whalers put it home on the power play. Leo Carlson, his 7th. And good play there. Lawton keeps it in along the boards. Provorov a feed there for Zadina. And then Carlson, an easy finish in front. And all the Detroit Red Wings were kind of drawn to that part of the boards. They all sold out, and that left 3 Hartford Whalers open right in front of the net. Karlsson ties Sam Steele as each with 7 so far. 3-0 Hartford. Now another minute and 3 seconds of power play hockey. Scheifele can't win that draw, though, and Adam Larsson will not take it in. He dumps it in for the Red Wings. 50 seconds remaining on this Hartford power play. Karlsson up for Brock Besser. Besser works his way in. Can't get a shot off. Closed off there by Seider. Kasper clears the zone. Loose puck picked up by Provorov. Good pass there for Zadina. His pass intercepted by Kasper. Now Tamarnis will take it in, overtaken by Provorov. Now Scheifele battling for it. Good play there by the Red Wings on the forecheck. Tamarnis takes it over. Now Red Wings a chance here off the penalty kill. Raymond in the slot for Arvidsson. He had a rip. A good save by Markstrom. Provorov now over for Besser. Besser will dump it in. Picked up by Edvinsson. He gives to Dylan Larkin. Fighting through Lawton. Larkin still going and then hit hard by Maki. Now 2-on-1 here for Detroit. And Markstrom snags that cross crease and absolutely robs Lucas Raymond. Now Sam Steele as he's poked away. Markstrom has been on his game in this one. Kubalik loses possession. Picked up by Maki, although Kubalik recovers. Now poked away again. Still Kubalik with it. Back to the point for Reinbacher. Now Sherratt poked away. Reinbacher with it in the neutral zone. Spins away from him. Now Velino. He enters the zone. Velino now on the side. I think that went off the broken stick. Sherratt a chance. Blockered away by Markstrom and then got the rebound as well. Velino tried to knock in the rebound. And now Nolan Patrick hit off the puck in the neutral zone. Now holding up a man along the boards. Maki with it now. As he's poked away, Lucas Raymond a chance going the other way. Velino now in front. And he finishes backhand. A great deke in front. And the Red Wings get one back. Velino's 9th of the season. A good setup there by Raymond. And Raymond was super active on that shift. Sami Maki, I think a little tired out there. Just couldn't get back in time. That was a good hit by Provorov. But Raymond just able to get the puck off. And Velino a chance in front. He's finishing there 1-on-1. 5:10 now left in the second. 3-1 game here at the XL Center. Detroit wins the faceoff. Although Arvidsson may be a chance going the other way. And that's poked away by Nedeljkovic. Arvidsson behind the net. Still battling for it. Now to the point for Foligno. Now Evans along the boards. Lindell back for Foligno. His pass intercepted by Sundqvist. Sundqvist back to Kopp. And Kopp makes a man miss as he dekes past Lindell. A save there by Markstrom. Closed that angle well. Tyson Barrie not taking it up for the Whalers. Still with it as he'll dump it in. Retrieved there by Wallman. A good pass there for Kostin, who gives over for Adam Larsson. Larsson over to Bergen. Berggren back for Larsson. Now Kostin, his shot blocked. Hartford recollects. Now Foligno will give over to Tyson Barrie. They have some space. Here's Jake Evans a chance back for Barrie. And Adam Larsson steals that in front of the net. Now Larsson over for Jake Wallman. Wallman works his way in. Cross crease there for Berggren. A rip. And a good save by Markstrom getting over. Kostin keeps it in. Kostin can't get a shot on. Berggren in front of backhand. Another save by Markstrom. Let's just get out of this period unscathed at this point. 1 minute remaining in the second. Scheifele taking it up, although he's hit off the puck. A good check there by the Detroit defender. Jake Wallman over for Seider. And Walker a good hit of his own, closing Seider off. And now a pass here for Wilson. Time ticking down. Scheifele a chance in front, blocked. Wilson a baseball swing on the rebound. Zadina now with it in the corner. Still time for one more shot. Wilson back for Orlov at the point. He scores! A buzzer beater. Dmitry Orlov scores from the point. 2 seconds remaining, just his 3rd of the year. And this Hartford team just getting the breaks in this game. That was Zadina to Wilson. Back to the point for Orlov. Got the quick rip off. And that just beats Nedeljkovic over the shoulder. 4-1 Hartford. Now just one tick left, and that'll do it here. Wilson and Zadina on the assist, and the Whalers get one back. They answer Detroit's goal, and then they lead 4-1. 1 period left, and our fans are going home happy. And the Red Wings actually out shooting the Whalers 19-15 in this game, but you wouldn't think that based on what the scoreboard says. Scheifele and Larkin out there to kick us off here in the final period of regulation. and hopefully the final period of play. Detroit gets it off the faceoff when Raymond, a quick chance to start the period. Loose puck in front, and that goes wide, picked up by Provorov. And Markstrom, a great performance from him. As I kind of alluded to in the beginning of the episode, I don't know how serious of contenders we're going to be. We could be in full-on sell mode and get rid of our goaltenders. So Markstrom, he could be up for trade. A Sider, a chance in front. He scores! He buries it right in front off a nice feed from Kubalik. And now the deficit 2 goals. Detroit, an early third period goal, and that's exactly what you need when you're down 3. We had Tom Wilson there. Sammy Maki, neither really engaged the shooter. Just kind of sat back. And Markstrom kind of screened by his own men there in front. And he gets beat. Detroit, their second goal, now 4-2. And as I was saying during that goal, Markstrom kind of just improving his trade value here with some very good games throughout this episode. A contender with maybe they want to shore up their goaltending, add an experienced backup, someone who can be a fringe starter at this point of his career. Markstrom would certainly be in the cards for him, especially when you consider his playoff experience and how well he performed in the postseason last year. Now Tom Wilson will take it in for Hartford, although he's overtaken Detroit now, playing with some grit and momentum to start this third period. Good hit there by Provorov, drawing the puck loose. And Tom Wilson kind of clotheslines Dylan Larkin there. I'm sorry, that was Sammy Maki. Larkin back with it to the point. A shot blocked. Now Kopp a chance from the point, blockered away by Markstrom. Scheifele will pick it up. Detroit keeps it in. Kopp to Raymond, a chance. And that's gloved away by Markstrom. Lucas Raymond having himself a great hockey game in this one. Same with Kopp. Great forecheck there, although Zadina now with it, the former Detroit Red Wing. Kopp fighting for it and finally finds it. A chance in there from the slot. That was Sundqvist, I think. His shot blocked. Now Scheifele over for Zadina. Hartford can't get it out, and finally Sammy Maki takes it out, although he takes it right back into the zone. And now Provorov over for Brock Besser enters for Hartford. And a good shot there off a body. Someone tried to hit him, and he skates right past him. A good shot by Besser. Now 14:32 remaining in the third. Leo Carlsson on the draw against Velino. And Velino wins that one. Although Besser fighting for it, holds a Kopp up against the boards. Now Wallman picks up the loose puck. His pass intercepted by Carlsson. Mangiapane takes it in. Mangiapane can't get a clean shot off through a hit. Picked up along the boards by Carlsson. Carlsson loses possession. Sundqvist to Velino. Now Velino enters for the Red Wings. Skates towards the net, but Tyson Barrie closes him off and takes possession. Now Brock Besser. Besser over for Mangiapane. Has some space. Mangiapane a chance. Pad save Nedeljkovic Jokic. Andrew Kopp now to Larson. Adam Larson back for Velino. Velino creates some space. Now Tomernis and the glove save. He's robbed by Markstrom. And that's Tomernis, the 3rd overall pick from this last year's draft. An 18-year-old rookie here for the Red Wings. 12:07 now left. Scott Lawton on the draw against Casper. And Casper wins that for Wallman. A quick shot. Pad save by Markstrom off the faceoff. Tyson Barrie up for Sam Steele. They get it out of the zone. Sam Steele picks up the loose puck into Detroit territory. His pass, intercepted. Now Casper a chance. A 2-on-1 here for Detroit, poked away by Walker, now behind the net. That's Smith, overtaken by Lawton. Lawton still with it as he takes it out. Now into the neutral zone. Tomernis is fighting against Lawton. Lawton knocks him down. And Casper kind of springs some space off a nice pass. Now loose puck picked up by Sam Steele. That's Lawton for Lindell. And 10 minutes remaining here in the third period. Issa Lindell will enter for the Whalers. Battling along the boards. Works his way in front. Lindell try to pass for Patrick off a skate. Patrick now back to the point for Walker. And Tomernis, the rookie, overtakes him. And Tomernis is on a breakaway. And a pad save. He's denied again by Markstrom. Got the glove out there too. Max Domi hit off the puck by Arvidsson. Reinbacher now keeps it in. Tomernis, his pass goes to no one. Picked up by Arvidsson behind the net. Now for Lindell. Lindell trying to get some space. Pass intercepted in front. Max Domi scores. And now it's a 4-3 game. I don't know what kind of pass that was. Super ill-advised. And Issa Lindell, you can't be turning the puck over right in front of the net. You should give him the assist on that one. Now just a 1-goal deficit here for the Red Wings, fighting back. Down 4-1 to start the period now, just within 1 goal. And let's see if Hartford can survive these last 8 minutes. Detroit, another chance here. Berggren, a nice feed in front for Kostin. And Markstrom stands pat. And he stops, and Kostin couldn't really do much with the tight angle there from Markstrom. Now 7:32 left, represent, as Detroit wins the faceoff. If you know, you know. Reinbacher a shot through traffic, and it's deflected and stopped by Markstrom. Now Arvidsson with the neutral zone. Lose possession. Sherratt poked away. Reinbacher now for Kostin. Kostin dumps it in, retrieved by Orlov. Up the boards for Sean Walker. Sean Walker over for Jake Evans now. Evans a nice feed up for Arvidsson. He has some space entering the zone. Art's now in the corner. Pass intercepted by Reinbacher. Foligno now with it for the Red Wings. Held up against the boards. I think that's Scheifele out there. Scheifele now giving chase in the offensive zone. Although Sundqvist now with it for Detroit as they take it out. Sundqvist steers away from a man. Gives to Foligno, who enters for Detroit. Foligno, his pass intercepted. Less than 5 now left in regulation. Mark Scheifele taking it up for Hartford. Dancing his way in a shot. Hartford hasn't had any shots in a while, so kind of just wise to get one there. 4:26 now left. Scheifele on the draw against Foligno. And Scheifele wins that one back for Sami Maki. A shot. Pad save. Now to Jokic. Provorov now for Scheifele. Sundqvist ends up with it now for Foligno. Up to Kopp. Kopp dumps it in. Sami Maki will retrieve it. Good hit there by Foligno. Now battling against Provorov for it. Foligno ends up with possession behind the net. Blocked by Provorov in front. Markstrom sprawling. And he stops one. That was a little sketchy. Provorov now for Scheifele as Hartford gets it out. Now Tom Wilson with it. He goes towards the net. Tom Wilson in front. He can't get a shot. Now Provorov. He scores! Number 2. And that's the dagger from Ivan Provorov. Tom Wilson gets the puck towards the net, but Provorov does the rest. His first multi-goal game here as a member of the Hartford Whalers. And a good dump off there from Tom Wilson as he picks up his second assist of the day. Good finish there through traffic from Provorov. And Hartford is going to survive here on Christmas Day 2025. Now just 2:36 left here, a 5-3 hockey game as Provorov nets his second. Certainly in line to be the first star. Bounce pass there from Besser to Carlson as Hartford works in front. Besser is shot in the slot off a nice Carlson pass. Stopped there by Nedeljko Jokic. Now Besser back with it. Other Detroit takes possession. Lucas Raymond for the Red Wings. He gives over to Edvinsson. And a good hit there as Edvinsson just clears it down. That's going to go for an icing. 1:17 remaining. 1:17 here. Hartford wins the draw. Tyson Barrie over for Tom Wilson. Wilson works his way in front. Can't really get a clean shot off the post as Larkin picks it up. Now Moritz Seider will enter for Detroit as they pull the goalie. Poked away by Lindell. Now Scheifele with it. Trying to get the empty netter here. Loose puck now. Lindell back with it. Although Kasper takes it up. A shot. And a save by Markstrom. A nice slap shot there by Kasper. Now 21 seconds left. A defensive zone draw here to the right of Markstrom. Carlson wins that back for Tyson Barrie. Now Lindell with it. Over for Mangiapane. Mangiapane taking it up. Inching his way up. And he scores on the empty net. Precise shot there. And that's going to double the lead now. 6-3. As Hartford doubles Detroit's goal total. A good finish there by the captain. And Hartford's going to take the win here at home on Christmas Day. And the fans are going home happy. Not only are they getting a Mark Scheifele bobblehead, but they're getting a victory. And now 13.9. Hopefully no more stoppages. And we can just get out of this one. Lindell and Barrie assist on that one. The 6th goal of the night here for Hartford. Wallman dumps it in. Picked up by Lindell. And he'll just skate it up. And that's probably going to do it here. As there's no more time on the clock. And Hartford wins 6-3. Back-to-back wins after a rough start to the episode. We've been playing up and down hockey so far this season. And I'm just kind of in between on whether we're going to go full sell or not. We're still going to sim a few more games to end this episode, and then depending on those results, we'll have a much clearer picture of what we plan to do moving forward. Like I said earlier, I do have a lot of trades in mind, and I kind of expect a complete overhaul here in the next episode or two. But we'll see what happens. Obviously, like I said, we're going to see how these next couple games go. But for now, we're going to bask in our glory. A 6-3 victory here on Christmas Day for the Whalers. So an impressive win there against Detroit. That might be the best we've looked all year in a live-looking game. Now we'll look to extend this winning streak to 3 games as we're set to host the defending Stanley Cup champion Minnesota Wild. And certainly a tough matchup here, even on home ice. 1-0 Matt Boldy, a goal there in the first. And then 4 goals total. Brad Marchand, he gets one his first season here with the Wild. And then we do tie it up. Scheifele and then Mangiapane late in the period. And then Eriksson Ek, he gets the go-ahead goal with 3 seconds remaining. Tough break there. So we'll live sim this third period, see if we can pull it out against the defending Stanley Cup champions, out shooting them 32-21 at this point. Now less than 10 minutes left in regulation. Come on, we got to get one here. Less than 5 now. 37 shots on goal, and we've been getting a lot of shots, but we can't get a lot of them to fall. So we fall here. Wallstedt, I think he's been their primary goaltender, even though Philip Gustafsson was the guy to lead them to the Stanley Cup title last year. Kind of weird there, as they've been relying on Wallstedt, trying to kind of push Gustafsson out, maybe it seems like. So we're now 3-4 in the episode. We'll send these last 2 here at Boston, as we'll visit Patrick Kane, as he signed with Boston after spending the first 2 seasons here with the Whalers to start this franchise. Just want to make sure Mrazek was in. Want to give him a start. Markstrom started the last 4 or 5 games or so, including a back-to-back. And now we have a back-to-back here, so we'll let Markstrom start the next game. So in the first period, 1 goal. Brock Besser, an early goal, and he puts us up. 2-2 now. Tyler Bertuzzi gets 2 consecutive goals, and then Sam Steele ties it up with 9 minutes left in the period. So a tie game here against Boston. We'll live sim this period. And I think we actually sent JT Compher to the Bruins as well over the offseason. He spent the first 2 years with the Whalers. And there's Carlo, a go-ahead goal here. Now less than 5 in the game, and we might drop another 1-goal game. And we do. We fall 3-2 here yet again. And we've had a knack at falling in these 1-goal games. Can't quite come out with the victories in the tight ones. And now we'll look. This is the last game of the episode, as we said, at 16-21-1. Arizona 18-18-1. Very neutral record they have going on. Steve's a shorthanded goal puts them ahead 1-0. And now 2-2 after the second. Scheifele a power play goal. Patrice Bergeron here with the Coyotes put them ahead. And then Sam Steele, another goal. I think that's back-to-back games with a goal. He tied it up. And we're just going to live sim the third. And Moser, a super early goal there. Just 34 seconds in to put the Coyotes up ahead. And here we are down 3-2. And we've seen that before. The last 2 games we've fallen 3-2. Hopefully it's not 3 in a row. We had a power play earlier, couldn't score. And again, out shooting our opponent, 35 shots. And we can only get 2 to fall. So this kind of confirms it. I think we're going to be sellers here. Next episode, I think we're going to shake things up big time. And there we see Philip Zadina's injured, and he'll miss some time. So with that injury to Philip Zadina, that'll give us a chance to insert Connor McMichael into the lineup. We're not going to have him on this first line. We're going to have to change that after this episode, but he's been a healthy scratch all year. 27 games last year, only 5 points, and 54 games the year before, only 12 points. So he's someone who's kind of fading out of favor here, and unless he makes an impact here in place of Zadina, I don't think he really has a future with the Whalers. He was our expansion pick from the Capitals back in episode 1, but we're going to pick it up here next episode, probably against, I was thinking about this Rangers game, but maybe we'll just go to Calgary and as we host them. As Igor Shesterkin, he signed with the Flames over the offseason, and they're now 4th in the Pacific. They currently hold a wild card spot, so a very good season here from the Flames, showing very good improvement, but not so much our Whalers. We end the episode, what did we go in this episode, like 3-6 or something like that. So a bad showing here as we're set to get the new year underway. There we go. Sorry about that. As we're now in 2026, and we have we're about halfway through the season, so just over 40 games remain. And like I said, I think next episode we're gonna shake some things up and make some moves. So this is where I'm gonna leave you, folks. Thank you so much for watching, and we're kind of moving along here in year 3. Before you know it, we'll be at the off season, and I think this might be the off season that really puts our team over the top. Once we start developing our prospects and getting them into the fold, I think big things are on the horizon for this team. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you stick around for further episodes. And as always, it's been real and be well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.